Welcome to Shine Online with Ellie Swift. I'm your host, marketing and mindset coach Ellie Swift, here to help you connect with your clients, create life-changing results in your online business, and shine neon bright online. I built a multi-six-figure business in under 2 years and, more importantly, have supported my clients to get amazing results. My clients have generated 5- and 6-figure launches, tripled their income, and completely transformed their lives using my signature framework, the Swift Marketing Method. In this podcast, I take you a layer deeper into my business, my life, and my mind. If you're an ambitious entrepreneur, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Shine Online with Ellie Swift. I got to tell you, beautiful human, before we kick off everything that we're chatting through today, I have to tell you that I have just been absolutely, completely and utterly blown away by your feedback, your reviews, your comments in my DMs, your emails, every note that you've shared with me to tell me how much this podcast has meant to you so far. I've been told that you are waiting and anticipating the next episode. I've received so much feedback from my episode with Che. So if you haven't gone and listened to that one, jump on over to episode 3 and listen to that, or share it with your partner, which I know many of you have done so far. But thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. And of course, the whole reason I created this was for it to be something that was really valuable and useful and actionable. And knowing that it is means the absolute world to me. It's also a really wonderful reminder that when you are impacted by somebody's work, that you should tell them, because it means so much. It doesn't matter who they are or what work they're doing. That kind of feedback is always going to be so appreciated. I know that I've been paying it forward this week as well, and ensuring that I go and share with the people whose work impacts me that it does, and my feedback. So thank you again. It means the world. Okay, today we're chatting about where to invest your money when you are a service-based business owner. So when you're a service-based business owner, we have this incredible benefit of not having necessarily as many costs, upfront costs, or ongoing costs as we might if we're a product-based business. Now, this is not always the case. This might not be applicable to your business, but as a general rule, if you're a service-based business owner, if you're a coach, a creative, a consultant, you may not have a shop front, you may not have physical premises, you may not have the overheads or require the capital of many of our product-based business sisters. So we have a huge benefit because of that. And when we're a service-based business owner, we need to look at investing our money in different ways and in different areas. And so I'm going to take you through the exact ways that I've invested my money over the last couple of years, or the key ways that I've invested my money. I call it the 3 C's of where to invest your money. So I'm going to take you through exactly what those 3 C's are, and some examples of where exactly I've spent my money, how I continue to spend my money, and how I plan to keep spending my money into the foreseeable future. So the 3 C's of where to invest your money are your craft, your coaching, and relevant courses. Your craft, your coaching, and relevant courses. So let's start with your craft first and foremost. Now, when I say investing in your craft, I'm talking about your wheelhouse, your niche, your service, like what it is that you do. Essentially, investing in the continual and ongoing learning of the service that you provide, because we know that we can always improve, right? We can always be better at what we do. we can always continue to grow and evolve in different ways, because I don't know about you, but I never want to feel like my business is stagnant or that I'm not evolving in some way. And I think as entrepreneurs that we're really, really prone to this feeling of wanting to continue to evolve. It's really important that to do that, we're constantly investing in our craft. So this is going to look really different, obviously, depending on what kind of industry you're in and what kind of service you provide. But to give you some examples of what that has looked like for me, when I first started in my business, I started investing in my craft by signing up to study with the Beautiful You Coaching Academy to become a life coach. Fun fact, before I was a business coach, I actually thought that I would be a life and career coach. And I coached in that way for, I think it was about 6 months before I transitioned across to business coaching. And so that was the first way that I invested in my craft. When I knew that I was starting my own business, I learned the skills to become a qualified life coach. I was still working in corporate at the time, and so that was the way that I initially kickstarted my journey, and I was very much on my own personal development journey at that time as well. So that was the first thing that I did to invest in my craft. And since then, I have done numerous things over the last couple of years, predominantly in the spaces of coaching and courses though, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a moment. However, that said, in terms of investing in my craft, I would say what's next for me is some sort of NLP training, so neuro-linguistics programming training, or some sort of further business training. So even some sort of MBA or, Seth Godin's old MBA or something similar, so that I can continue to just really hone my business skills and my mindset skills as much as possible as I continue to evolve. So I hope by sharing that, I'm demonstrating how there's always that commitment to growing and evolving in your craft in some way, right? Now, because I'm a business coach, I have the benefit of my craft also continues to evolve by investing in other coaches and in other courses, which I'm of course talking about separately. But I really wanted to just hone in on investing in your craft first and foremost and what that looks like. Because, for example, if you are somebody who is a health coach, then investing in your craft might look like ongoing programs and learnings around nutrition. If you are a kinesiologist, it might look like getting different types of kinesiology training. If you are a space holder, it might look like doing some sort of cacao ceremony training and then also doing some sort of high-level space holding training. And so you can see how, depending on where you're at and what sort of craft you have, you're going to be doing a multitude of different training and programs. So that is the first thing that I recommend investing in your craft. Second of all, I recommend investing in coaching. And I could not recommend this more. I recommend investing in a coach from the day you start your business, if not before, and all throughout your journey. I know that some people like to have periods where they're not working with a coach for integration time, but in my opinion, I really believe that if you're working with the right coach, then you have time for both the learning and implementation at the same time. That coach is working alongside you to really support you on your journey. Now, when I say coaching, I am not just talking about business coaching. I'm talking about coaching in all different forms, depending on what you need most. And you as the business owner are going to know what you need most at any given time. So coaching for you might look like having a business coach. It might look like having a leadership coach. It might look like a health coach, a spirituality coach. Obviously, there are coaches in so many different spaces. Side note, how many times can I say the word coach? So, investing in your coaching is really about finding the right coach that works for you at different times. Now, just to zero in on business coaching for a moment, because I believe in having a business coach to support you throughout your journey so much, whether that is through one-to-one coaching or through some sort of group experience, such as a mastermind. And I want to share some of the reasons why I believe having a coach is so incredibly valuable and important. First of all, accountability. When you're working with a coach, you have third-person accountability. You have somebody outside of yourself, outside of your family or your friends that you are accountable to, that is going to hold you. If they're exceptional at what they do, they will hold you in your highest vision and what it is that you have told them you want most, and they will support you to continue to rise to that place over and over again. Another reason a business coach is incredible is because they support you to create a plan and a strategy. A great business coach will help you with your blind spots, so the things that you don't necessarily know you need next in your business, or things that you might not be able to see right now in your business. They'll support you with all of that. They're going to help you to move the needle forward with your high impact tasks. So when I say high impact tasks, I'm talking about the tasks in your business that create change, that create solutions that you most want. So for example, client outreach or selling or showing up, the tasks where you're putting yourself out there to generate the kind of results that you want, which if we're looking at a business context is usually things like client attraction, increasing revenue, building your business, selling your products and services, right? And so if you are working with a really incredible coach, then a really incredible business coach rather, then they are going to support you to be able to focus on those high impact tasks and not get lost in the detail, not get lost in the things that don't actually matter so much. Because when we're in it, when we're deep in the process of our business, deep in the back end, it's really hard to see clearly. And that is why even business coaches have coaches, right? Because it's really hard for us to get that really incredible 360 view of what's going on in our business. We need somebody who can look at things from a different perspective and go, this is what's important for you right now. This is what you need to do next. This is what's going to move the needle forward for you. Another reason why hiring a business coach is so valuable is because it means that you financially have skin in the game. Something that absolutely holds people back from building exceptional businesses is that they're not really all in. They're not really all in, right? What I mean when I say that is that they aren't necessarily committing to their business like they're committing to other areas of their life. They might say that they want it, but their actions aren't necessarily matching what it is they're saying. So they're talking a big game that they really want to have an incredible business, six-figure business, a multi-six-figure business, whatever else, but perhaps they're not creating the actions that are going to support them to get there. If you commit financially, if you are working with someone where you are committing financially, then you are likely going to have way more skin in the game than if you're not. So if you're paying for a business coach and you're investing in a really good business coach, that is ammunition for you to go all in on your business, right? I know that it absolutely is for me because I want my investment to be worthwhile. And the last reason I really recommend working with a business coach is to learn from someone who has gone before you. So if you're working with a really great business coach, then they have a successful business. They have done things that perhaps you want to do in your business. And so you have the opportunity to learn from their mistakes. You can learn from the things that they've done that didn't work so well, the things they've done that they wouldn't do again. you can really fast track the process in that way and move through the things that they know are just not going to support you to move forward. So it saves a whole lot of time, energy, money, all the things. Those are the reasons why I really recommend working with a business coach. My final point on working with a business coach, or really any kind of coach, is something that I see a lot is that it can be really easy to want to dance between different business coaches, which I understand, right? Because there's so many incredible humans out in the world to learn from, and it can be really easy to want to learn from a myriad of different humans in different ways who have different skills and different expertise and different strengths. However, in my experience, it is people that commit to working with one business coach over an extended period of time, whether that be a year, 2 years, 3 years, that are able to generate the best results. Just to provide a bit of context here, I walk my talk with this. I've worked with my current business coach for a year and a half, and I plan to continue working with her for the foreseeable future, because I know that by going deeper instead of wider with somebody that really knows and understands my business, someone where we've built the relationship, they know me, they know the business, they know the processes and the strategies that I've taken to get to this point, they know what works with me and what doesn't, then it means that it's going to catapult me so much faster. And it means that we've cut through all the BS of the having to get to know one another and really understanding one another, and so many of those things. So I really recommend going deeper rather than wider. That doesn't mean you have to work with one business coach for life. It just means look for somebody who you know is going to support you with a myriad of different things in your business. So really you're seeking out somebody who has a lot of different skills and somebody who can support you at a really high level and understands business at a really deep level. All right. That is all my ranting about coaching and business coaching and hiring a business coach. So the third C that I recommend investing in is courses. So while I've shared that I really recommend going deeper rather than wider with a business coach, I also believe that it is near impossible to learn every single thing that you want to learn from one person. So I know I sound like I'm contradicting myself a little bit here, but hear me out. If you work with the one business coach and you're also continuing your learning through a range of different courses, then that's a really incredible way to continue learning from other people at the same time. So I've invested in courses throughout the life of my business. Some of the courses that spring to mind that have created the most change in my business are courses like Bright-Eyed and Blog-Hearted, which was the first course I ever purchased by the incredible and amazing Rachel McDonald, who coincidentally has since gone on to become one of my best friends and business partner and creatress for the Coach Code, which is our incredible foundational program to support coaches and service-based business owners to build incredible businesses. So we share our tips and our strategies to support you to create an incredible online business. We share the exact things that we did, both myself and Rachel, to build incredible businesses. And keep your eye out for that program because it's actually coming back again over the next couple of months, which I cannot wait to do. Anyway, back to Bright-Eyed and Blog-Hearted. It's not on the market anymore. It was related to all things blogging and content creation and creating a really powerful online presence through content creation. And that was an incredible course and really set me off in a really great direction to really understand how to show up online and how to connect with my people. Another program that has made a really big difference in my business is the Product Launch Formula by Jeff Walker. And I am really mindful when I talk about this program because I really like to shun a lot of bro marketing that teach you how to do things in really patriarchal ways. But the thing that I love about Jeff Walker is that he is really, really focused on solving problems for his customers, and his style is very client first. And so that program was a really incredible one to learn his strategies and then tweak them to really suit me and serve my business. I've also gone through a number of courses from Kate Byrne, who used to own Betty Means Business, but is now Kate Byrne on her social media. She was my business coach for a little while, as was Rachel. And Kate, through that time with her as my business coach, I went through a number of her courses and really learned a lot about how to package myself and build products and programs in really powerful ways. And it is because of what I've learned from Kate and Rach that I actually have them as guest mentors in my Swift Marketing Mastermind. So when I learn from the best, I like to be able to share those learnings with my peeps, my incredible clients. The value of courses is not in buying the course itself, right? Don't ever be fooled to believe that the value that you generate from a course is in buying the course itself, because it's not. It is in implementing the course. It's not even in showing up. It's not even in buying the course and showing up. It's about taking those learnings from that course, learning them, and then implementing them in your own business. And it's when you implement them in your own business, that's when you see the results. Anyone who says, I didn't really learn much from that course, or I didn't really feel that was valuable for me, it's always worth testing that person and saying, have you implemented that information in your own business? So when it comes to investing in courses, I would really recommend looking at the problems in your business. What are the problems that you want to solve in your business? And then you can invest in courses that solve those problems. So is it that you want to really focus on your brand on social media? If so, Shine on Social Without Selling Your Soul is my perfect program for that. Is it that you really want to learn how you can build an exceptional online business from the ground up? If so, my program with Rachel, the Coach Code, is so ideal for that. So those are some examples of courses and knowing what solutions you most want and then investing in the courses that will support you to get those solutions and get those results. And I would really recommend having a budget set aside each year so that you have the opportunity to purchase courses that are going to support you to meet you where you're at. Now, let's just do a quick recap on the three of these. So the 3 C's that I recommend investing in your business: your craft, first and foremost. So what are the ways in which you're showing up in your business as a service provider? Are you a coach? Are you a creative? Are you a consultant? However it is that you show up and serve, I always recommend continuing to hone your craft. Secondly, invest in your coaching, no matter what kind of coach that might be. However, you know that I've placed a strong emphasis here on business coaching and why I believe that to be so important if you are building a business, which if you are here, then you likely are. And then last of all, courses. Using those incredible courses. There are so many courses in the world, but finding courses that solve the problems that you most need to solve when you need to solve them, and implementing the information from those courses straight back on into your business. All right. I hope that this has been incredibly worthwhile for you in terms of getting you thinking about where you want to spend and invest your money moving forward in your business. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please make sure that you jump on over and hit subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts so that you can know every single time an episode comes out. It is so fun for me being here recording these episodes with you. I feel like I'm this close, and if you could see me right now, my fingers are very close together to starting to drink red wine while I'm recording these, because it really does feel like I'm having a chat with a girlfriend. So I hope it feels like that for you too. Have a beautiful day. Till next time, big love.